The sequential order of how you deliver information is very, very important. So it starts right from the very beginning. And so there are certain words that become triggers to an emotion, right? So certain words will trigger an emotion of defense or fear, like price or refinance even, right? Like certain words like credit pull, things like that will put them on the defense.
Right.
And so if I can make a couple recommendations in terms of trying just to see if the conversion increases, right? Is before you end the first conversation, you want to hold the disclosure consent as a form of pinpointing them to a location that they're going to have solid attention.
Gotcha.
Right?
Okay.
So the very first way that I go about it is I ask, when will you be at a home computer or iPad or tablet where you can give consent to receive my documents electronically? Because I really don't want to mail these documents. There's a lot of sensitive info. Plus it's like 100+ pages. I'd rather just send them over to you electronically when you're going to be at home to consent. And so just by asking them that, they'll tell me when they'll be at home.
Gotcha.
Right?
Gotcha.
And so if they say I should be at home to give consent about 5:30, and so then I'll ask, okay, well, how about the missus? When will she be home because she has to give a consent too? We'll both be home at about 5:30. Okay, got it. And so even if I talk to them at 11, I'm not pitching them until they're at home.
5:30.
Preferably, right?
Right.
Now, if in the event, because one-offs you'll get where like, oh, I'm not going to be home until 9 o'clock.
Right.
Okay, no worries. When will you be on at least a break to where you can give consent through your cell phone?
Gotcha.
Right? And say, and do you know where the missus will be at that time so she can give consent as well? Right? So it's like, I'll be on break at 4 o'clock, for example. Okay, cool. And then your missus, will she be available at 4 o'clock to give consent as well? Because they don't know that the consent is just an email.
Right.
Say, yeah, she'll be available too. Okay, cool. So what I'll do is I'll conference call her in if necessary. I'm not telling them that, but I know I can conference call them in. Does that make sense?
Gotcha.
And I know they're on break, and I know that somewhat I have some opening versus me calling them when they're not on break. Because you want to be able to position yourself so that they're absorbing the information. Right? And so I don't recap what they want in the first call because I intentionally do it at the next call.
Gotcha.
And the reason for that is because the time gap from my initial conversation to the pitch call could be a couple hours. And I need to put them back in that mindset of why they need me. So a lot of things can happen in between, and I need to put them in a position where they're in a point of need. They're in a point of needing a fix.
Gotcha.
Not only that, but when I incorporate the other party who wasn't there, I need them to feel that, oh, he knows us. That's immediate rapport. Right?
Connected to SalesRemastered.